Hello again. This week we're going to look at links, which are the addresses of websites. And what we're going to do is we're going to send them to people and we're going to save them into our favorites. Okay, so let's have a look at my laptop desktop. So here we are, Google. So I don't have the app on my laptop, so I'm just going to go in like this. So I'm going into YouTube, and I'm going to send a video, and I've chosen this one. Here it is, and some cruel person has made a video. Well, they haven't made a video. What they've done is they've taken a video and they've put jazz guitar chords over somebody choking on a chili pepper. Now, it's about 5 years old, so if you send it to anyone, they've probably already seen it, so I wouldn't bother. But this is the one I'm just using today. So let's have a look. Well, we've got this share button here, so this is how we could share it if we've got the email set up on our laptop. So I'll show you how to do it without your email set up in a second. So if we've got the email set up, we can go into share, and I'll just briefly mention some of these other things you've got here as well. You've got all these, oh goodness, you've got all these other things. I just went off into something called goo. I don't even know what it is. So you've got all these other things here that you can do. You can put it onto Facebook if you wanted to share it on Facebook. Again, you'd have to be logged into Facebook, or if you click onto this, it'll ask you to log into Facebook, so you'll have to know what your Facebook password is. But if you know what your password is, no problem. Likewise, if it's set up on your machine, it just goes straight in. But otherwise, you would have to log in. But I've got my email set up on my machine, so what it does is it goes straight into the email, opens up mail, and then it pastes the address into here. So I'm ready to send it to someone. So I'll go to, reach out. So I'm going to send it to reach out. It'll just be a pest. The subject is funny video. And I'll go, now what I'm going to do here, I really don't want to interfere with this address, because if I do, it won't be that address anymore and it won't work. It basically has to be exactly like that. So what I'm doing is I've clicked at the beginning of the address there, and I'm just pressing enter or return that a couple of times, and then I'm clicking back so that I'm back up above it again. You can see my cursor flashing there. It's not touching the address there. And go hi, Kev. And then I'm going to use return again, come down a couple of lines. Then I'm going to say, this will be you with the chilies from your plant. Haha. Yeah. So that's my little message in. I've put in a subject so that he knows what it's going to be about. And then I want to sign off. But again, I really don't want to interfere with this address. So I'm clicking at the end. So I'm at you see the cursor flashing there. And then I'm just going to come down a couple of lines and then write my name. And then it's ready to send. I can just go click and I can just send that. Yeah. But I'm not going to bother Kev with a 5-year-old video. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to close this and I'm going to not save it. Yeah, so it's gone. So the other thing I could do then, let's go back to, take that down for a second. Let's go back to where we were, which was looking here. So another thing I can do is I could copy the address here. Yeah, so I can just go copy, and it says link copied to clipboard. It might not say that, but it does on this particular machine. So it says it's copied. So basically I'm holding that in my hand now until I copy something else or cut something else to a different thing. I've got it in my hand and I can just put it in as many places as I want to forever, basically, as long as I'm on this machine just now. So what I'll do is if I go back into my email again and I'll write a new message. Now just imagine that I've logged into my email. It's not set up on my machine. I've had to go into Google and into my sign in and everything. Done all that. New message. Reach out, and the subject is again funny video, and I can go hi Kev, this out. I'll play the guitar if you want to do this. Now, as you can see, I haven't pasted the link in yet, so all I need to do is I'll come down a couple of lines just to get away from there, and I'm going to paste the link into here. So how you do that is on a Windows 10 computer. I mean, you can do it on a Mac as well, but the normal way to do it like that would be with a Windows 10 computer would be to right click. So you click on the right hand side, or you click on the right button if there's a button, and then you get this list comes up. And if it's not there, then you've maybe not clicked properly, so you just try clicking again, and then you'll see paste. And paste is what we want. So another way of doing that, so I'm going to paste, so that it goes. And then when I come down a line, that's it, we're safe. Another way of doing it is to use the control buttons. So again, on a Windows 10 normal computer, or Windows, any Windows computer, you would go control, you'd hold the control button, it says control, it's on the left, control, and you'd hold that button down and then you'd press the V, yeah? On a Mac, you'd hold the command button down, the command button, and hold the, and hit the V as well. So you go command and V, and that comes up, or control and V. So that's another way of doing it. So that's a bit more complicated. It's a lot easier if you've got everything all set up on your device. But if you haven't, it's not impossible. It can be done. We rub one of those out because obviously we don't need two links to something. And then I can just sign it off. And then I can just send it. Yeah. So that's a different way of doing it. And it's very different on a phone. So I will show you. I think I'll just don't save now. And I think we can come out of mail now, can't we? So we'll just click that. Yeah, and close that off as well. Okay, and I'll take us back. I think I'll just take us back to, go back to Google again. Yeah, and I'll just leave that there for the moment. And let's move on to the phone. So this will take a little minute, so you have to bear with me a little minute because it's a bit more complicated to do. So I'm just doing it now. I'm just waiting for it to start mirroring. It's taking a wee while. Come on, hurry up. It seems reluctant today. I don't know whether it's the weather because it's so dark, apart from anything else. Yeah, so now you can see my phone, hooray. So there's my phone. I've got the YouTube app, but I'll show you if you didn't have the app. We'll go via Safari, so or it would be Google or whatever. So I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to go into YouTube. I'm just going to click on it onto YouTube. There we go. I'm not going to open it in YouTube because I want to show you without having the app handy. So I'm going to search again for that. Chili pepper challenge harmonizer. That's the one. So that's the video that I want. So I'm going to click on it. So it'll start playing again. And I can just I'll just pause it. This was probably. So I'll just pause the video there. Now I've got the same thing where I've got the share button here. You can just do exactly what I did on the other one. Choose somebody to share it with and all that. But a different way of doing things, and with different kinds of websites, the ones that maybe don't have a share button, then what you do on a phone is a bit different. What you do is you just tap on that address really gently. You just touch it, yeah? So I'm just going to touch that like that. You can see that it's lit up the address. And then I'm just going to touch it again. And I just touched it so gently, just very gently. And then we've got this coming up, so copy. So I'm going to go copy. So now, again, same sort of thing. I've got it in my hand. I'm ready to put it somewhere. So I'll get rid of this just now. I'll go into WhatsApp. Yeah, so that's you might have heard of WhatsApp. It's a really handy little app where you can make free video calls, make free phone calls, all sorts. So worth looking into. Look it up on Google. I'm going to tap into this box here at the bottom there, and I'm going to go, hi, Ross, check this. And I'm going to use return just to come down the line. That's it. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to really just gently just tap on the phone, just under my message there, tap that. And you can see it's come up, select all and paste. So I want paste, paste. And as you can see, the links come up. And then I'm going to press return again and go, ha, 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 because obviously I'm something wrong with my brain. So, and then I can just send that. That's the send button there. Just send that to Ross. Yeah. But I'm not going to, so I'm just going to take that away. Another thing I could do is I could send it as a message. So I could go into my messages. And again, I've already pasted it somewhere, but it doesn't matter. I've basically still got it in my hand, ready to use. So I'm going to send it to HMRC. I just tap in there. I can just go paste, and then I can just go send, and then I can send that to HMRC. So I can say to them, "You're not getting any money. Here's a video. That's all you're getting from me." But no, again, I'd rather not enrage HMRC. So we'll just take that out for the moment. But you can see how easy that is to do. Now I've got on my phone, so in my internet here, just cancel that. You can see at the bottom here, there's some stuff here. Now that's another way of sharing a video. I mean, I did it the more kind of old-fashioned way of actually just copying the address and pasting it somewhere. But we've got these options here that I can use. So it's a little box with an arrow pointing up, and that's the same on my laptop. And I can show you that again if I remember at the end of the video, which I might not, but you'll see it. It's up on the top right-hand side of the screen. But it's exactly the same as this. It's a little box with an arrow pointing up. So if I'm going to just tap on that and then just run this up to the screen a bit. So we've got all those options, like I showed you, where I can, go put it on email or Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever. I could just drag this along, Messenger. But what I could do is I could add a bookmark. Yeah, so I could just go add bookmark, and then it comes up. It's got like it says Pepper Challenge, YouTube, and whatever, and I can say where I want to put it. I can put it into my favorites. I can press save, and then it's saved there all the time, and then I can go in there and get it anytime I want. And that's certainly true of, if I come out of this, that's certainly true, and I'll show you because this is my bookmark, so a little book. If I go in, I know that I've got a recipe for tatty soup. And so if somebody asks me for my recipe for tatty soup, I can search for it. I could just look for it. I could just scroll through here until I find it. But a quicker way of doing it would be to go into favorites, and I can just go, there we go, Scottish tatty soup recipe. So I'm just going to click onto that. And again, just tapping it with my finger, just tap. And it's come up, and I can just scroll through. Oh, one of the things I wanted to say is, you can see it says here, it said not secure. Yeah. Now that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter for this particular website, because all I'm doing is looking at it. I'm not interacting with it. I'm not clicking on anything. I'm not, I mean, apart from possibly I might go leak soup or something, but I'm not going to put in any financial information. I'm not going to put in my credit card number or my name or anything like that. So the fact it's not secure doesn't matter. I'm safe enough just going into it and looking at things. It's not a problem. So come down the way. It's got adverts and things. There we go. There's the ingredients. There's the method. Actually, it's missing one of the instructions. It just goes. But I've still managed to make the soup regardless of that. So it's a good recipe. So if I wanted to send that to somebody, again, there's probably, look, there are kind of seem to be options here. But what I can do for this to be really easy, is I can just, again, I'm just going to just really gently just tap this bit here. Just tap onto that address like that. You can see it all lights up. Ready to go, and then I just tap on it again, and you're getting these options of things that you can do. So I want to copy it, so I'll just go copy. So that's it, and again, I'm holding it in my hand now. So the other one's gone. I no longer have the video. I've got this. So I get rid of that, and I can go into, I can send it to HMRC again. So HMRC, and have some tatty soup. So again, I've just tapped very gently with my finger, just tap there, and then I'm going to tap where it says paste. Boom, it's in, you know. And again, I can go return, I can send them a message. This is all you're getting from me, HMRC, a recipe for tatty soup. Hope you like it. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to rub that out. So you can see how that could be useful. You can send things to people. You can go, oh, here's that recipe I was telling you about, you know, because I get asked all the time, do you have that recipe for such and such? I'm like, oh yeah, I've got it. Boom, here you go, send. Easy. So that's a thing that you can do. So let's have a look at, we're just going to look at a Windows. This is a Windows 10 with a Microsoft computer. And what I wanted to show you was this little star. I don't have it on my one. This little star, it's on the address bar. So here's the address in Google, and there is the little star at the end, and the little dots. See the little dots. So what I'm going to do is, I can imagine if you maybe haven't got your email set up, you might have to go to a sign-in page. Yeah, so we'll go Outlook, maybe Outlook sign, yeah, Outlook sign-in. Yeah, so we'll get that. Here we go. And we're in, yeah, and then we have to go sign in. Yeah. So it's quite a lot of steps to go through just to get to your sign-in page. So what you could do is you could just go up to here and you could just bookmark it. Yeah. Now it says sign into your Microsoft account. Well, that's a reasonable thing. You can see how it's all lit up in blue. So what you could do is you could just start typing and it'll rub it all out. So, yeah, I just want to keep it simple. Yeah, keep it simple. So I'll just go done. So now that's become one of my favorites, right? So we'll come back to that in a minute. Now, on your computer, sorry about the roving phone, this little house will probably take you straight back to Google. Not on my computer, not on this one, because it's a work computer, so it takes me to my work page. So I'm just going to go back away, going to back out, and go into Google. So there's us back in Google again. So maybe this time what I'd like is I'd like a recipe for macaroni cheese. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so macaroni cheese, best ever macaroni cheese recipe. That sounds good to me. So let's have that. Click onto that. And I'm going to scroll down the page. And here's the ingredients. So we've got butter, pasta, garlic clove, mustard, plain flour. Well, I'll just use the mustard I have. Plain flour, whole milk, and cheddar. Right, so I've got all those things. So that's great. Okay, so here we go. Here, I'll put it in my favorites. Macaroni cheese recipe. Yeah, that says it all. That's all I need to know. Done. So that's there. And then again, let's do something else. Maybe I want to do this in a different way. I don't want to just ask for a particular recipe. I want to put in the ingredients that I actually have and then find out whether I can get something to make out of them. So cheese, what else have I got? Garlic, I've got a bit of garlic. What else? I've got some flour. Garlic cheese biscuits, that sounds good. So yeah, these look good. Oh, homemade cheesy garlic biscuits. So I'm going to try the homemade cheesy garlic biscuits. Let's have a look. Scroll here. I'm talking rubbish at the beginning. I'm not interested. Oh, who cares? Who cares? So we come down here. Here we go. Flour, baking powder, garlic, salt, butter. Buttermilk. So I don't have buttermilk, so that's a bit disappointing. So we're going to come out of that. Let's try this one. Cheese garlic biscuits. That sounds good. Look. Flour, salt, baking powder, butter, milk, cheese. Aha! So I've got all the ingredients for this. Fab. So again, I can come over here. And I'm going to go cheese garlic biscuits. Yeah, that's a good enough name. That'll be me. Done. So I've put that all into my into my favorites. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going to go back into Google. So I'm back in Google. So I've just come into my computer and I'm back in Google. I want to find those things that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to these. There's 3 little dots here. Click on them. Come down to bookmarks. And then in my bookmarks, we've got email. So if I click onto that, it takes me straight to my sign-in page. So that's handy. Okay, so let's try another one. So if I go into there, I've got bookmarks. I want my cheesy biscuits. Boom, straight to my cheese biscuits recipe. So this is really good. So you could use this for all sorts of things. And if you don't like them, you make the cheesy biscuits. It didn't come out very well. You go in here and then just go remove. I don't want that in my bookmarks anymore. I'm done with it. Yeah. So that's a really, really handy way to organize things in your life. Is to have them in your little favorites and then take them out of your little favorites and so on. So another thing you can do, back on the desktop again, is, well, the kind of sites that you might go to, because I was thinking the kind of sites you would go to, things like, might be the Evening Express or something like that, or it might be free online games, yeah? So let's have a look at this. So we've got free online games, and we've got all this stuff. Let's have a look at it. So, free online games, yeah, seems okay. Just click on that address, see what's going on. HTTPS, so it's actually a secure site, so we're reasonably safe clicking about on this. As safe as you'll ever be on the internet, to be fair. Let's have a look. So we've got different games, and I guess you can just click on them and try them. So let's have a look at this one. Knife Rain, seems a bit of a strange name for a game. Play Knife Rain. So I've got no idea what this game is. Oh goodness. It's got a very unpleasant advert, that's for sure. It's got something about that. Oh, that's why the site's free, because it gives you adverts, but it's terrible. Look at the quality, it's awful. Oh, sorry about all that noise. Quality is terrible. Excuse me. But here we go. Knife Rain. Okay. Oh, right, okay. So I can just close this off, or I can go back or whatever. I'll just close that off. It takes me back to here, and I'll just back out of that. And yeah, there's more sort of games I can play, so I could try playing some of these games, see what they're like. What else? Let's have a look. So I like doing crosswords, but only easy ones. Guardian crossword, so I'll go for the quick. Yeah, it's called quick or speedy. That's the ones I want. It's about the same level. Well, maybe a little bit harder than the Daily Mail one or something. I don't know. So it's only the quick one I'm interested in. So here we go. Here's one. So get the crossword, and it's free. So I can go on here every day if I want and do a new crossword every day. Click to get the clue. Llama-like animal with a long silky fleece. That's an alpaca. I used to have one of those jumpers. It was very itchy. Yeah. And then what I can do is I can check it to see if it's right. Check. Yeah, it's right. I could clear it. I could reveal it. Yeah. So if I want, I'm too lazy to find out the answer. Feign. I would say that would be pretend. But if I didn't know the answer, I could go like that and put it in for me. So that's another thing you could be saving. So what I would suggest to you this week is see if you can send somebody a link. If you're not sure, maybe try sending it to Kevin Ross on the reach out email. So send it to them, a video or a link to a recipe or something like that. Try putting things in your favorites and and then taking them out again. I'm just quickly going to share with you. I just remembered. I knew I'd forget. It was just to show you this at the top of my screen. There's that box with a little arrow in it. So if I wanted to make it my favorites, I could add it. I could add a bookmark. That's what I wanted to show you. But yeah, so back to where I was, yes, which was saying goodbye. Yeah, have a go of sending links. Have a go of, and you could send them in a message if you want to. You're only sending an address. You're not sending a large thing. You're just sending an address to somewhere. So it's not. There's nothing too dodgy about that. Try doing that. Have a go and see if you can find some games and things like, you know, those free games or the crosswords or whatever it is that you're interested in. But the key thing is have fun. It's dark, you know, these are dark days. You need to do something that cheers you up. So hopefully this will have cheered you up today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks again, and bye.